Live on your mental health tonight, breaking up with a smartphone. Experts say it's nearly impossible for teenagers to do, but parents can help them improve their relationship. Here to talk about this is Dr. Khadija Booth Watkins, a psychiatrist and the Associate Director of the Clay Center for Young Healthy Minds at Mass General Hospital. Great to see you, Doctor.
Great to see you, Doctor. So it was in my pocket. I have it right next to me. We can't get away from these things.
Right.
We hear parents complain all the time. My kids are addicted to their phones. It doesn't limit to that, right? But here's the grander question. Is it even possible to be addicted, and can kids become addicted?
Yeah, I mean, that's a great question. We're all kind of digital hostages in some sort of way, but there's not really an actual diagnosis that exists, but that's not to say that their phone use can be problematic. And especially for adolescents, because of the way that their brains are wired, they're more vulnerable to like seeking rewards. But what we're paying attention to is how much time they're spending on their devices. Is their use getting in the way of them doing the things they need to do or should be doing, like getting up in the morning for school? Their academics are declining, or they're not hanging out with friends, or maybe being on the phone is kind of impacting their mental health. So these are the things that we should be paying attention to, and that will kind of lead us down the road to know whether or not their use is kind of problematic or not.
So, Doctor, parents could take the phone away, but does that solve the problem, or does that create a new one?
I would be remiss if I didn't start with, we have to be the change that we want to see in our kids. So we have to model healthy relationships with our phones. But that being said, some instances might require you to remove the phone if there's safety concerns. But it'd be better for everybody if we work with our kids and help them learn how to manage and balance their time. We want them to be aware, more self-aware when they're on their phones, being aware of how much time has actually passed, which is hard for some kids, but also how they're feeling when they're on their phones, helping them to decide whether or not their phone use is getting in the way of them taking care of their academics, socializing with their friends, or again, making them feel bad in any way. And sometimes they might require a more hands-on approach. But again, we should really be seeking to do this in a collaborative way, talking to them, working with them, and coming up with a plan.
So using that, Doctor, in your opinion, what are some good alternatives?
Okay, so there are lots of things that we can do, and it's really going to be dependent on your child specifically and maybe what their challenges are with the phone. But I think starting with having clear expectations, clear rules, you'll get the best buy-in and adherence if you do it with them. Some of our kids may require us to facilitate some engagement outside of technology. So they might require us to help them connect with other peers and other adults. Establishing some tech-free time or some tech-free spaces in the house can be really helpful. No phones at the table, or on Saturday and Sundays we'll have, downtime between 3 and 5. These are just a couple of approaches that we can do. But again, we have to be willing to do what we're asking of our kids.
Good point.
I was just going to say, can you come back next week and tell us how we can get rid of our phones?
Next time.
Okay, good. Dr. Booth Watkins, always great to see you. We appreciate it. Thank you.
Great to see you, Doctor. Take care.